What's up, everybody? Welcome to Topic Tuesdays, the weekly series where I talk about a certain topic over some Call of Duty gameplay. And this topic is going to be responsibility. I'm gonna get a little bit deeper than I usually do. I'm gonna talk about certain things that has led me to lack of responsibility, and certain things that have paid off from actually working with responsibility. So we'll jump into it as soon as I tell you about the gameplay, as usual. This was submitted to me by one of my buddies on PSN, Hunting Hunter or Hunting underscore Hunter, however, if you want to be proper, whatever. But it's great gameplay. I hope you guys enjoy. He uses a lot of kill streaks and stuff like that, like the assault drone. You'll see, so stay tuned. But anyway, responsibility, I wanted to talk about this because the other day I went back to watch the original Spider-Man series made by Samgaray, and Uncle Ben, he talks to Peter and he says, Peter, with great power comes great responsibility. And I don't know why that was so meaningful. Maybe because he had a couple flashbacks during the movie about it, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know why it was like, okay, great power comes great responsibility. But it wasn't really the power part that got me, it was the responsibility part. I guess maybe because my family never really uses the word responsibility, they use chores or whatever category that responsibility lies in. Maybe that's why, but I just wanted to talk about responsibility and a couple of things. But before I do, you guys leave a topic suggestion in the in the comment section, as well as some questions for my Q&A, whatever you guys want to, or just chill out there, talk to each other. I don't care what you do down there. But anyway, we're gonna talk about responsibility now. A couple of times when I have not been responsible, happens maybe every 2 weeks. I really try to get an edge up on it, but it just doesn't happen. When I first got my job, oh my gosh, I'm going to tell you guys this story. It's really embarrassing. When I first got my job, I was really irresponsible, and kind of as well, I was more reliant on other people than being independent. Meaning I would have other people do tasks for me instead of just taking care of them for myself. But basically, I didn't even show up at work, and I was supposed to be there at 6 a.m. It was really important, and at 6 a.m., sorry, slip of the tongue there, they can't really call anybody else to fill in my shift because it's so early, and people probably have other plans or just want to sleep in. So how I didn't show up is my alarm didn't go off because I had it set for 6 p.m. instead of 6 a.m. I didn't get the shift wrong, I just got the clock was set backwards. Not really sure how that happened, but it was irresponsible for me not to look over that, and it was also irresponsible for me not to even call work until maybe around 11. I woke up at 9:30, and then I was just walking around like a normal day, didn't think about anything. I even had my clothes, for work, I had them in mind and everything. Then I'm like, there's something I was supposed to do today. I go out to the mailbox, get my paycheck, and then I realize I'm supposed to be at work. I call my boss. I'm like, oh my gosh, Russell, I'm so sorry I didn't show up. He's like, you know what, it's okay. Don't worry about it. This is your first one. We're just going to have to take a little bit of hours away from you for a couple of months until you prove. That's just how their policy works. Which I totally get because, they have to rely on me to be there. And if I'm not there at the right time, I'm jeopardizing their entire day. And not to mention their business. So, yeah. Anyway, enough about my work. That's pretty much half the commentary, just about being responsible about when you have a job and whatever. But, if you guys do ever get a job, make sure to have a reliable ride. I would probably actually just recommend to wait until you can drive yourself there, just so that there's no one to blame. But anyway, another way that I have not been responsible is with my home chores, and a couple of times there's just no way of actually being able to do them. Like, I've been gone, been out of the house, or just can't keep up with them possibly. So sometimes I go to my brother's house on the weekends, and that's been sometimes the reason I haven't been able to upload, other than like my internet being down, that kind of stuff. But I've been gone, and then my parents are like, you haven't done the recycles all weekend. I'm like, well, I haven't been here. And some people have more chores than others, but some people actually get allowance. I don't get allowance, never have. I maybe had the allowance for a while, but I was too young to even remember all what my chores were. But anyway, I have. I'll just let you know what my chores are. I unload the dishwasher, and I take out the recycles, and the rest of the chores are the rest of the chores, like kitchen chores that need to be done every day, like take out the trash, load, help cook, that kind of stuff is all divided in between the family. But personally, I have the most chores, and I don't know how this happened, honestly. My brother, he takes out the trash. My sister, she loads. I unload, and I do the recycles, not to mention all the extra stuff I'm volunteered to do. You know, like help my dad jailbreak phones and stuff like that, which is legal now, so you can't arrest me with cops. So, yeah. Um, but I just don't know how I got two chores, and keeping up with them is so hard because the recycle bin is much, much smaller than the trash can, and people expect you to take them out, like, as soon as they're full. And, I have to take the recycles out at least once a day, and then I have to unload the dishwasher at least twice a day because, my sister's not the only one who loads. Also, my mom loads and my dad loads. They see it as something that needs to be done, and they just do it. And when it's unloading, it's kind of like concealed. You can't see all the dishes being ready to unload. I'm sure if I just opened it up and pretended not to see it and just walked off, I'm sure my parents would do it. But that's irresponsible of me. It's my responsibility that was given to me, and I should take care of it. So I've been trying to work on that kind of stuff, trying to get my chores done earlier, and it's been paying off quite a bit because my parents have been like, you know, to like they'll assume that I haven't taken care of my chore, when it comes to dishwashing, and then they're like, you need to unload. I'm like, actually, I unloaded this morning, and I let my sister know that she was supposed to load, and then they're like, oh, you know, I'm not saying like it's a good thing that my sister gets in trouble. It's just it's nice to know that your parents know that you're being responsible, and it's a good feeling, almost as good as uploading videos to YouTube, knowing people enjoy your content. That's the best feeling in the world. I kid you not. It's literally, it's one of the best feelings ever. But a couple reasons I have, you know, not been so responsible with YouTube is because, first of all, I wanted to prioritize my YouTube, and it didn't go too well. Like, I was kind of getting in arguments more, and I was lacking on some of the things I needed to do over here at my house. So I had to prioritize what would needed to be prioritized, basically. And I had to put family first, of course. Family's always been first. Channel second, but it's a very, very close second. I'm telling you, it's like if my family got in an argument with me, you guys would be first. I'm just saying. So if you guys ever want to, I don't know, sabotage? No, I'm just kidding. That'd be something first. But yeah, you guys better be responsible. Do what your parents tell you. That is the commentary for Topic Tuesdays. Let me know if you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and suggest some topics for next week, as well as some gameplay if you'd like. Everything's in the description, and I will see you guys next week.